Hello, thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe and turn on your notification button to receive alerts whenever new videos are released. Today, I want us to talk about some common mistakes applicants do, which often lead to unsuccessful application. Stay with me to the end. First, I have realized some applicants wait too close to the deadline before submitting their applications. Yes, I know you have a lot going on for you and you are too busy, which sometimes leave you with no time to do other things. However, when applications open, do well to submit them on time. This way, you are likely to have enough room to make any changes or corrections to your application before the final deadline, and which equally strengthens your application rather than waiting until the deadline to possibly rush and make mistakes in your application, which could affect your chances of admission. Also, I realized some applicants fail to check the admission requirements. These requirements are really essential, and they are a guide toward a successful application. For instance, some applicants need to have their documents translated, others need to have their documents sent directly from their previous universities to the schools they are applying to. So if you don't check these requirements and happen to do anything outside what is required of you, it could affect your application and possibly delay your chances of getting enrolled in your dream school. So do well to check these requirements and then provide them as needed. I also noticed some applicants choose to submit unofficial documents. Unofficial in the sense that some schools give applicants documents with the inscription student copy, and if you happen to have such a document and even you are required as a student to either upload or send this document to the school you are applying to, so far as it has that student copy, it makes it unofficial. So if you need to send any document yourself or need to upload any document yourself, do well to request for official document from your university. By official, I mean you should have your name, signatures, date, and any other information except student copy to make it official. Also, I realized some documents submitted do have missing pages. For example, some transcripts do have their grading system at the back, but students just scan the grades without adding the interpretation or the grading system at the back, which makes it difficult for whoever reviews your application to really understand the information presented to him or her. And when they are in doubt, chances are they may reject your application because they cannot just conjure any interpretation of those grades. So please do well to check the front and back of your documents. If you have to upload them, scan these pages and then give it to them. They know what to do with such information. Or if you are to have it sent directly to the school, make sure if it's a transcript, the grading component is also attached. I also noticed the documents submitted sometimes are not clear enough to be read or seen by those reviewing the application, especially when these documents are uploaded in the application portal. For example, the transcripts. And if such things happen, it becomes quite challenging for those reviewing your application. So please make sure if you have to upload any document, they are clearly and neatly scanned to enable the person who reviews your application read these documents or see them clearly and then possibly make a favorable decision. I also noticed documents submitted have some petty mistakes such as wrong date of birth, wrong name, or maybe GPA. So if you have to upload any document or have any document sent on your behalf, cross-check to see the information presented is as accurate as possible. And one more thing, if you have to upload any document in the application portal, do well to upload it with the document's name and your name as well. For instance, if you are called AJ, make sure the name AJ and the document's name. Example, if it's your CV, AJ CV, then you upload. If it's your transcript, AJ transcript, then you upload. And do well to upload it in the required format. If they say PDF, just do it as such. If you follow these guidelines and information presented on your school's website toward the admission, you are likely to submit a highly competitive and strong application. Please subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends and family. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell as well. Remember, it is possible to get enrolled in your dream school, and it starts now. See you.